Oh, I just tripped. I'm not editing that out. Oh, what's up? It's me, Kevin, back with another video. So I'm going on a little bit of an adventure today. I'm feeling adventurous. I'm gonna go on a bit of a hike today to one of my favorite spots, one of my favorite hangout spots. So there's this weird place out in the middle of the woods that I like to go to. Me and my friends, we go to a lot. It's really sketchy. It kind of gives me the creeps coming out here. But I come prepared. Let me see what I'm out in the woods here, so let's see what I got here. Got some bear spray here. You never know. Just for some protection. There we go. We got that on. Yeah, seriously. If you saw one of my previous videos, I talk about how I literally had a bear sighting. I was hanging out in my backyard in the woods, and literally out of nowhere, this fucking bear just walked right by me. Second bear sighting I've seen in like 2 years, and I'm not taking any chances. And out here, I'm pretty far out here. This is a pretty remote place. So if something happens, nobody's gonna hear me scream. So it's good to be prepared. So yeah, this is some old abandoned site. It used to be some kind of military base or something, but I guess now it's abandoned. Some spooky place. And I came up with a bright idea today. I decided, you know what? How about I take you guys out here, a little trip, a little adventure. There we go. And hopefully my camera doesn't die, and hopefully I don't die out here. Yeah, I heard a rumor years ago, of this place, and I decided, you know, I want to find this freaking place. You know, a guy who likes to explore and go outside and go. He's been messing around in the woods his whole life. I'm like, I want to see if this place exists. And so one time, a buddy of mine and I decided to venture out, come out here, explore these ruins. That was years ago. That was back in 2016. And I've been back here a few times, and this place has changed. I'll show some footage perhaps of the first time I came here. Anyway, I wanted to come out here, have another rant. This is going to be a pretty raw, unedited video for the most part. Just a bunch of rambling. You know, I started that new job a couple weeks ago. It's all right. You know, right now I'm just part-time, just taking it easy. I think I might have been coming down with a bit of a sickness, so I don't want to kill myself working full-time, working a shit ton of hours so soon. But eventually I might transition to full-time, pick up some more work, pick up some more hours, start stacking up my money. I apologize for all the sunlight. Crazy glare. All right, so here's the part where it looks like a great place to get ambushed. You have these winding little trails, forks in the road. Bushes. And every time I come out here, there's literally nothing. It's dead, absolutely dead, not a soul out here. Hopefully it remains that way. Oh, crazy glare, I'm sorry. You can see that trail behind me. It's like a little road. Dead silent out here. There are some stairs out here. Trying to see where the hell they are. Oh, there they are. Okay, so right here. Don't know if you can see that. Got some old steps here. There we go. So weird. Anyway, I've been trying to save up my money and figure out a plan. Maybe I can get a promotion, get a better position. I know this is one position where I can earn an extra $3 per hour. I'd say I'm more than qualified for it. More stairs. See those? So this place has changed a lot. There's a lot more trees, a lot more vegetation now. It's like nature has taken this place back. The ruins were a lot more visible before when I first came here. Now it's like nature just swallowed them up. This place literally gives me the creeps. First time I came out here, I had a friend. One time I had three buddies with me. Nope, now I'm solo. Out here on my own. So yeah, I have a possibility at this job. Provided they want to promote me, provided they want to actually hire me for this new position. And not turn me down, give me the runaround like everybody else has. You know, it kind of sucks. Shouldn't have to be this hard to make a living. Especially the way I like to see it, if all you can provide is unskilled labor, you're pretty much at the bottom of the pecking order. You're in a pretty fragile situation because you're limited in how much you can earn. gotta trade your time for money. And your income is completely dependent on you. And it fails when you fail. It stops when you stop. Whereas if you're actually smart and smart enough, fortunate enough, lucky enough, you can find ways to make passive income to earn way fucking more. Okay, so check this out. Ooh, spooky. There's some more structures behind me. Ain't that nice? So quiet out here, so eerily quiet. In a way, I like it. But it can be kind of unsettling sometimes. But yeah. Ideally, you know, I do have a side hustle going on. I do have a small store, so I earn a little bit on the side. But for those people who are smart enough and they can actually come up with a great business idea, or they're able to generate multiple income streams, passive income streams, you can literally just, you know, get paid to exist. Make your money work for you. That's the problem with physical labor, especially unskilled physical labor. The barrier to entry is low, but once you know, if you can't keep up, if you can't handle that shit, eventually you will get old and you'll start to hurt in places. You're gonna have to work a lot harder just to get ahead. Meanwhile, you got some 18-year-old snot-nose who has his own little business and he's making more in like a month than you make in a whole year. Or somebody with an OnlyFans and they're posting crazy content and they're making more than most ordinary people make in a whole year. You know, I've got some pretty good ideas, you know. I do like my little side hustle. I have a small Etsy store where I'm kind of a self-proclaimed metalsmith, blacksmith. I make handcrafted items. I sell them online. You absolutely can make six figures doing that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. With the right market, the right niche, you just got to find your customers. And it is going to be a lot of work in the beginning. You know, it's one of those things, one of those gigs where you just got to show up, whether you feel like it or not, and whether or not you have anything to show for it. But with the right moves, it's not all effort, it's not all hard work, because you can just spend 80 fucking hours working on something and get nowhere. But there is a minimum amount of effort required. The rest all comes down to skill, timing, strategy, luck, and finding the right audience. Find something that people want. Finding the customers. You can find something that is in demand, that people want and are willing to spend big bucks on. That apart from the minimum effort required, I think the amount of time you put into it is irrelevant. And most people who are successful in these things will always tell you that the reason why you're not successful is because you are not working hard enough. You're not putting in the effort. And I think that's a load of bullshit. Frankly, there's multiple factors that go into it. These people are the 1%. These are the survivors. These are the people who survived and were successful. You know, what about the 90%? What about the 99% who tried something and got nowhere? All right, so here we are. We got a bit of a crossroads here. I don't actually know what's that way or that way, but I do know what's over here. And that's where we're headed. So yes, I remain optimistic. It's kind of hard to create something out of nothing. I mean, I was essentially unemployed and broke for 9 months. It's hard to create shit out of nothing like that. I would occasionally make some sales, but it just wasn't enough to move the needle, really. But now that I have an income, now that I have some capital coming in, that should help tremendously. And if I can get this promotion and get this job and make a certain amount, I'm aiming for perhaps 1,000 per week. If I really go full time and grind and get this position that I desire. Oh, I just tripped. I'm not editing that out. Anyway, we're coming up on the spot pretty soon. It's changed so much since I first came here. Yeah, I haven't given up on my goals. I'm still optimistic. You just need the right amount of input. And then strategy, luck, timing, all of that comes into play. Oh, that's wild. Somebody just ran by me. I've never seen anybody else out here. Right in the middle of this. I've never done a video in front of somebody out in public. I kept my cool. I used to be so afraid of that, running into people in the middle of my fucking doing a video. The awkwardness just doesn't seem to agree with me. You know, I must look mighty stupid running around here with got my selfie stick, my phone, talking to my phone like a freaking idiot out in the middle of the woods. That's my new milestone. New content creator milestone right there. Crazy man walking around talking to his phone in the woods. Vlogging. Ah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so check this out. Yeah, none of this was here before. We didn't have any of this shit down here. It's like they've come through here and they've cut down all these trees. So yeah, the stuff we just walked through, that's abandoned. This, however, is not. That's a little better looking. This glare is just driving me nuts here. Guess you can see this a little better now. You can appreciate it. So far, I don't regret coming out here. Yeah, we're way out here. We're way out in the outskirts of town here, out in the middle of the woods. But we got this huge clearing. So that wasn't there. Like a whole little forest has grown in here since the last time I came here. Yeah, so as far as my finances are concerned, ultimately I want to get into a position where I don't have to kill myself as much to get ahead, to make money. The older I get, because you know, I'm not necessarily a spring chicken. Don't let my attractive face fool you. Eventually, this line of work is going to take its toll on me. So this is where skill acquisition comes in. Learning. I need to prioritize learning, getting whatever skills that I'm passionate about. I have no interest in getting my CDL or becoming a welder or getting even into tech. That stuff has never interested me at all. Coding, I know they're very lucrative, but no. Frankly, I was thinking, I've considered being a personal trainer. I've considered working at a gym. I'm passionate about fitness. I've been considering potentially getting a certification or two along the way. I've also have a bit of a passion for creating content, videos. I like editing, even if my content sucks. I could always edit somebody else's content. That's another potential income stream along with my job. Obviously, you have my store, my Etsy store, which, like I said, you can make good money doing that. It's just putting in the right amount of effort. I mean, obviously, there is a cost to this. There is a cost. I have quite a bit of overhead. I need to pay for fuel. I need material, stock to create my items with. But I have plenty of ideas. I have plenty of new items that I could introduce to my store that'll help bring in some more sales. Definitely do some research. Definitely see what's popular, what's selling, what people like. Missed a huge opportunity over the summer That's the time where I should be making, you know, barbecue forks, grill, steak flippers, hooks, those little things you hang over a fire to cook shit with, pans, pots and pans, all that stuff. That was a gold. That would have been a golden opportunity. But I was a bit broke. I was a bit down on my luck. But now that I'm back in it, now that I'm productive again, now that I got a job, I have potential to make some money here. I can finally start to bring my vision to life. I can upgrade the hell out of my store and start bringing some more business in. Yeah, so you definitely need skill. You definitely need something to trade besides just your time. The more valuable your skills are, the more you can get paid in less time. Because I don't want to, like, you know, having a job, that's great. That's the first step. But I don't want to be working 60 fucking hours for the rest. You know, I don't want to be doing that shit for the rest of my life. Eventually, I want to get to a position where I can earn my time back. That I can travel, so I can do my hobbies, things I actually like doing. Join a club, join a sport, take a martial art. You know, there was a time where I was making good money, but I was working 60, 70 fucking hours, and I couldn't do a goddamn thing outside of work. So yeah, I'm gonna take one last look, and I'm gonna head back. Look at that, take that all in. So yeah, that was a bit of that's my rant for today. I figured I'd come out here, go on a little adventure. Just rant, just vent, just talk about the shit I've been going through and what my next moves are. Take you guys for a little trip with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sure, I'll have some more content and maybe even considering a new type of content soon that I can have out. Got a lot of shit planned for the rest of the year and for 2026, so stay tuned for that. All right, that's all I got. So see you guys later. Take care. Bye.